Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Hope you're all well. Hope you can hear me a little bit better this time. I've configured some of my audio around, so hopefully it actually sounds a little bit nicer. Yeah, last week we had a double win. We were really trying hard in France and, you know, really just like practiced my heart out on the time trials for France. And yeah, we got 2 wins, which was amazing. Welcome everybody to the stream. Hello to Toby, Anthony, I saw you there earlier, Messi, Formula 1 memes, Felipe, Cole, and as always, our Scottish race engineer, Kerr Armstrong, who will also be moderating the live stream as well. Hope you're all well. Hope you're having a wonderful week, or beginning of a week, because it's only Tuesday, obviously. Back to our normal live streaming time of 8 PM. Hopefully you guys can hear me all okay. As I said, I have configured a bit with my audio. Basically, I found that every time I went a bit loud, it was properly like peaking and distorting. It just didn't really sound that nice. So hopefully it sounds a little bit better. But on to today's stream. We are going to be doing the Formula 2 race around Austria, the Red Bull Ring. Now, Austria, I actually quite like the track. I would say it's up there in my top 5 tracks to drive. So I think this is going to be pretty good. And one of the things I want to judge on in the practice session is if we need to increase the difficulty, because with the last 2 races, granted, yes, it was great to have those wins and stuff, but in the first race, obviously I didn't feel that much challenge because I had quite a big gap between there, and ultimately we don't want an easy ride. We want to have it to be difficult. I'm not going to progress as a driver if I'm always just going to win races or have it on a low difficulty setting. So we're going to see how practice goes. We're going to look at the qualifying time. Well, not the qualifying time, but the fastest lap times and see how we go. I think the reason why I was particularly bad at Monaco is just because I just don't really like the circuit that much. And I just can't really work out, you know, like how the circuit configuration goes. It's not an easy track to drive, basically. And you need to have a load... you need to have a load of practice on it. And I think that's the reason why I really struggled, rather than it being the AI difficulty. I think it's just me, generally, I just found it really hard to do. And also, I didn't have that much practice. Whereas with these last ones, you know, I've actually been taking like a day or so. I've been taking my lovely furlough and just been like practicing quite a lot, because otherwise it'd just be a rubbish stream, you know? So I think we're going to see how it goes. I think we are going to, first of all, increase it to like 73 difficulty. Currently, I'm on 70 at the moment. And I was doing some practice earlier, and I feel like, you know what, I feel reasonably confident. And if we look at the practice times and you see that I'm just below the fastest or around about there, then I think we're finding... I think it's all about finding that middle ground for us. So hopefully that worked out all okay. In other news, you know, obviously we had like the F1 last weekend at Spa. Wasn't particularly interesting. The only real talking points from it, I guess, was like, you know, Giovinazzi, you know, just lost it on the corner and then went straight into George. But apart from that, nothing else really happened. And I read an interview with Christian Horner recently. I think it was today I saw it, where I think he summed it up perfectly that like F1 needs to stop doing one pit stop races, because otherwise then there's no real strategy involvement in the race. And we saw it with Spa that, like, you know, if you dealt with, oh, there's going to be no rain whatsoever, and you know there's going to be massive power differences and such, you can at least sort of like make it a bit more fun with the pits, you know, like maybe having like a second pit stop mandatory, or make it, yeah, just basically extending the race a little bit longer. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I was kind of hoping that, like, yeah, like as Kerr said, I was kind of hoping that maybe like it was going to be a bit more like British Grand Prix, because the weather was so nice, but yeah, unfortunately not really. Chris asks, how was Berlin? Berlin was amazing. Yeah, it was the, for those who don't know, I went along to the last 6 races for Formula E to finish off their Season 6 campaign. It was really fun. It was really, really hot. It's just the nature of, like, we had the heat wave come through. I think it was also with the UK as well, but we had a heat wave come through in Berlin. And naturally, if you're working on a runway, all the heat's just bounced straight off. So it meant all the conditions was really tough to work in. But it was really fun. There's some really great races. I think some of the best races Formula E have seen in quite a while. I mean, with Formula E racing, you always have really good races anyway. You know, like the drivers sort of barging people out of the way, pulling off some amazing overtakes. And also we had 3 different circuit configurations as well. So I think Formula E really knocked it out the park. So yeah, I had a really fun time. I was really happy I got to actually be there as well. Because yeah, for a while it looked like I wasn't going to be because of the whole COVID situation and how many personnel they should have there. So be interesting. Kerr says, the second Bahrain race will be interesting since it's mostly straights with few corners between them. Absolutely agree. I'm really curious to see how... it's going to be interesting to see how Monza works with Renault. It looks like Renault have got the straight line speed pace there, basically. I don't think they're good in corners or anything. You know, not that, you know, certain teams have got advantages. So, you know, normally like Red Bull is really good at Monaco because it's primarily not straights, it's corners, which they've got really good slow to mid-speed sections of the cars. Whereas Renault seemed like their top point of it was straight line speed. Excuse me. And I think we really saw that, you know, in Spa. You know, like, both of the guys qualifying really, really well. And then Daniel, you know, proper, like, having a little battle with Max on the first lap, which was amazing. But then, unfortunately, you do see, yeah, the top teams do then just, like, push away fully. They can just really stretch it out. But it'll be interesting to see, though. Like, because I don't think we saw anyone get lapped in Spa. But we know in Monza and in Bahrain... That's going to happen, and we think it's going to happen with Ferrari. Do you think Daniel Ricciardo? Tom says, do you think Daniel Ricciardo will get top 3 in the next race? I don't believe so. As much as I love Daniel, I don't think the car's there. I think they'll be batting it out, I believe, with Racing Point. So my theory with this is that Racing Point at the beginning of the season obviously copied Mercedes' car, and it's brilliant and such. But I think what's happened since then is that they haven't done much development to the car, because obviously if it's just a carbon copy from last year's car, they then don't really know what areas to then improve on or change. And I think anything they have tried to change recently, it hasn't been working for them because they don't have the R&D of Mercedes, or, you know, have the testing facilities or whatnot. And I think what we're starting to see now is that they're starting to drop off a little bit because they don't have that infrastructure behind them. But yeah, it's all well and good copying it, and at the very beginning of the season it's a race, almost a race winning car, but then ever since then we haven't really had that. And so I think the battle between Daniel Ricciardo, I think battle between Renault and Racing Point is going to be there. McLaren, I think, also are going to start to drop off as well. I think they had a really lucky beginning to the season, but I don't think he's going to get a top 3, unfortunately. Maybe next year with McLaren once, but I think he's still looking long term with McLaren with that. I think, like, yeah, another 2 seasons and then maybe they'll be there. Josh, hello, welcome to the chat, mate. You say, I think how much Ferrari would struggle at Bahrain, not oval. Yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting, Josh, after this season, what happens with Ferrari. I think there's going to obviously be some managerial changes, not only just obviously with, you know, the big boys involved, but I think, like, even, like, you know, some of the actual team personnel, because I mean, like, what's going on with Vettel's team, you know, like the fact they're not really knowing what to do and they're having to rely off of Vettel. I think it's partly due to because obviously Vettel has got that background of, like, I've won 4 championships, so listen to what I say. But then at certain times the team has got, I mean, no, not certain times, the team do have all this extra data which the driver doesn't have. They should be making the strategy calls. And I think, yeah, Vettel's side, for example, they're completely lacking. And, like, if they don't get a major, like, change next season, then Leclerc's going to be really, really worried. Obviously, Vettel's team won't be moving over to Leclerc's, just because obviously it's working with Leclerc and it's not working with Vettel, so they can work with Sainz from next season. But yeah, I think they need some real personnel changes at Ferrari. I think that's the main issue they're having. And, like, Leclerc can only lead the team in a certain direction to a point. They've got so much money. This is the thing we're all forgetting, right? They make so much money from the championship. More so, I'd say, I think more so than Mercedes. Because I was doing some research into this recently for a new video, where the prize money they get from Formula 1, you know, just from competing and whatnot and stuff, I think on paper, because they've been there, well, everyone says they've been there since the beginning of F1. They haven't. Alfa Romeo's been there from 1950, not Ferrari. But then obviously Ferrari then acquire Alfa Romeo and blah, blah, blah. That doesn't count, though. So, but regardless, Ferrari have been involved in F1 since after 1950, basically. And because of that, they get such a massive payout from the sport. But they have all of this money, and they're just not being utilized in any shape or way or form. And I don't know how it's come to them being so bad. I mean, obviously it's because they had an illegal engine. They've, they've had the whole FIA structural thing, which I'm still just gobsmacked about. That that the FIA have just not come out and told us what happened with it. Do you think honestly, here's a question for everyone in the chat, right? Do you think at the end of the season, the FIA, well, actually, no, not the end of the season, when the new chassis of the car comes in, where they have to make new models and stuff, do you think that's when the FIA will then reveal what was illegal about the engine? Because I feel like at some point they have to come out and say what the cause was for it. So do you think it will come out at the end of this season, or do you think it will ever come out? Let me know, because I'd be really interested, because I feel like no one's forgetting it. No one's forgetting this happened. But surely at some point there's got to be some transparency, because I don't know if they'll just trying to sweep it under the carpet or something like that. But it's really interesting. It's just so fascinating to see how it goes. Nico thinks not. Felipe thinks they won't. Tom Pike thinks they will. That nerd known as Lewis says FIA won't release it, as we all know FIA stands for Ferrari International Assistance. Ooh, strong words there from Lewis. Right then, enough talking. We are going to jump into F1 2020 in the F2 campaign, going around Austria. Kerr says, knowing the FIA, probably not. After all, the 2007 Ferrari F1 car was actually declared illegal, but Ferrari weren't ever punished about it. That's a good point. But I hope you're all well. I hope you're having a good start to the week. Thank you very much for tuning in, everyone, if you are watching. If you are tuning in, which you are, obviously, because you're watching this, make sure to click the like button down below. It means more people can get involved, have a nice, awesome discussion about F1. And here we are. Practice around the Red Bull Ring. I don't like those clouds. We've yet to have a wet race, so it'll be interesting to see how we go. So our current difficulty, I believe, is on 70. And if we look at our times, we'll see what we can increase it to. Right. Let's have a look at our team objectives. Go nice and loud. Right, let's do some track acclimatization. I can never say that. Softs, 3 laps remaining. Full wet, reserve. Oh. Okay.
Remember, we have a number of practice programs to run. It'll be very beneficial for the team if we do these. This is the only session remaining to do them, so let's get on that pronto.
So I've wanted to make a graphic when Jeff comes and talks and stuff. Unfortunately, my laptop died today and my girlfriend's got my charger. I'm already getting angry at Jeff. Already. I don't know why. I'm already getting angry at him. Come on.
Try to nail as many corner gates as you can. The faster you get through each corner, the higher the score. You'll need to deploy your DRS in the DRS zone as well.
Copy that. Great first corner. Welcome everyone to the stream. I see some people have just joined in. Welcome. Oh, always a tricky call to get right. Now I find on that corner, it's really easy to spin round when in seconds, so I'm having to do it in sort of half throttle input. doing too bad. Oh. Commentator's curse. Still got the gate though. I don't want to give it full beans because we are running into some traffic. There we go.
That's fantastic. You obviously have a really good understanding of this circuit.
Yeah, I do. But we are coming up to traffic. Need him to move out of the way. Come on, speed up. You gonna let me pass? Nope, we're just gonna have to send it. Oh, come on, mate, get out the way. Oh, I guess this is good practice for overtaking later. I'm just going to give him some space. There we go, come on.
Great stuff. You've pretty much nailed this circuit. This is a really strong foundation to build from over the weekend.
Oh, ruined the first corner. I'll laugh if we catch him by the end of the lap. We are slowly gaining, I think. Oh, the sun's come out. That's one thing I wish the engineers would tell you, is if like the guy in front is like is doing like a tire saving like run, or like he's on a quali run or something like that, because that's what actual race engineers do. So then you know, oh, if I should pass him or not, or if I should leave it. Yep, see, we gained him. So he must be doing like a fuel saving lap or something.
Okay, test complete, and that was a very good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that.
Right, back to the garage. See what everyone says now. Ugh. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. So I think we're doing alright, actually. I don't know if Charles asks, is that the McLaren GT3 wheel? It is indeed. So how are we doing times-wise? Okay, so we're currently 2 seconds quicker than anyone else. Granted, practice has just started.
Okay, as you know, this is the third and final practice session of the
Jeff!
weekend. If we want to run our qualifying
Jeff!
and I strongly recommend we do just that, this is our last chance.
This is our last chance. We've got 20 minutes, mate. Calm down. Right, so I reckon we do need to up the difficulty, because looking at times at the moment, I know we've only just started, but I'm 2 seconds quicker. Well, just about 2 seconds quicker, I say. But I don't think you can do that here. I think you got to do it in the loading screen.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:16.9.
Thanks, Jeff. I'm literally looking over the data. Okay, let's... I don't think we can change the difficulty. One sec. Is there any way we can do this? Nope. Nope. Oh, yeah, that's it. That was it. Ah, it's currently grayed out. Cool. So we're gonna have to do that then. When it loads for our qualifying, we need to remember to do that. Okay. Right. Don't want to skip to that. Whoops. Right. He's banging on about qualifying. Let's do some quali. Already in traffic. Why did he send me out in traffic?
Don't worry about tyres, just give it everything. In this test, we want to make sure we can lap close to our rival's pace.
Yeah, thanks for letting me out in traffic, you rubbish race engineer. If I'm literally doing a quali run, why would you send me out in front? Send me right behind someone. Alright, here we go. That wasn't great. Good so far. Apart from the first corner, which wasn't great. Oh, you're kidding me. I'm already catching up on them. We're looking good. We are looking good. Yeah, look at that time delta. Almost 2 seconds. Can we make it 2 seconds? Oh, just off.
Complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can talk you through the numbers.
Cool. Return to garage. Nice. Kerr says me and Matt really need to get a big voice chat for these streams. Absolutely. Yeah. Once I got my... Yeah, I would love to do something like that one day. Like, literally get something set up that I do have, like something fully worked out like that. Qualifying pace results. Exceeded target. Ooh, that's very nice.
It's a really flowing circuit here. Lots of medium speed corners and changes in topography that can make them challenging. Work on finding a line you like and make sure you're comfortable with your trail braking. Both will be useful to you here.
Jeff! My God, shut up. Oh, man.
We're top of the speed trap. 181.7 miles per hour.
Jeff, oh my goodness. Right, so yeah, look at that. So yeah, now it's 2 seconds. Well, basically it's 2 seconds clear, apart from 4 tenths. No, wait, 4 tenths? No, 4 100ths of a second. Right. Let's do race strategy. Yeah, why not? Nico says, think about Jeff's actor. No, no, no.
Okay, we need
Don't worry about him.
To help us calculate a good race strategy.
He must have got paid bank for this, and think about how many he's already done. He knew what he was getting into when he signed up. Oh. So yeah, I just get a bit worried on those 2 corners where I have to go down to second. Got this one here, for example. So this one I do have to go down to second for. I quickly go into third to get the traction. But yeah, it's those slow ones where it's really easy to like... Oh, why go down second? Really easy to spin out the car. It's like turn 1 and turn 3. Because they count the middle section as a turn, I think. Be a bit more aggressive there. So yeah, this first corner here, you drop it down to third.
Job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
We've got to keep it off the sausage on the inside curb there, because then the back end can like really spin out, and you just lose all the momentum. And it's weird because you've got to press a button for DRS and then quickly then upshift to fourth. So down here to second. A little bit of input, and then quickly to third. Because then otherwise you just get loads of like wheel spin and like just unsettle the cart. Cart? A car. It's not a go-kart, Matt. Calm down. Hey, a bit wide there. Someone says, what would I do if Ranger came in and crashed you off? Probably cry. I need to go down to third then for a second. See, I think we've got this pretty...
Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
Yeah, I think we pretty much nailed the track. I think the main... Yes, I think up in the difficulty we're obviously going to do. Do we go back up to 75 again? Like, I think it might have been just because I'm not very good at Monaco. And it's all about the slow sort of speed corners where you're in first and second the whole time. It's really easy to spin out the car in F2. So chat, what do you think? What I'm currently on difficulty level 70. Originally I was on 75, but we are looking to be like 2 seconds quicker than everyone else. So what difficulty level should we go into qualifying with? Wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the screen. Let's get out the road so no one comes into us. Right, we're getting some... Come on. I'm half looking at the screen and half not. So I'm seeing some 75s, seeing some 72s. Saw an 80. Let me pause up here a second. Let me see. 73, 72, 73, 75. I think we're going to go 73 and then see how we go with qualifying. Yeah. Nico, calm it down, mate. Right, I think, yeah. Well, originally we were on 75 and we were struggling, so that's why I think we moved down a little bit. So I think, yeah, I think we'll start off with 73 going into qualifying. And then if we've still got pole position, it depends how much margin we get. If we get pole position, I'll then move it to 75. How's that sound? Does that sound good? So we're going to qualifying with 73. And then yeah, if we get pole, we'll then go to 75. Cool. Right, let's get back into the race pacing because that was a stupid thing from me. I'll let this person pass. Oh, it's my teammate. Now, I owe my teammate an apology.
That lap was no good. We need you to improve on that.
Yep, no shit, Sherlock. I do need to apologise to my teammate. Effectively, if you watched the last one, in my sprint race, I was coming up the order and let me pass. Thank you, teammates. Thank you for being a good teammate. Unfortunately, I kind of sideswiped him and unintentionally took him out. He only dropped like 2 positions. But I did feel very bad. It's just because I couldn't stop in time and it was just misjudged my braking point. So I'm very sorry. But also, he wasn't the teammate I wanted. It just dawned on me how ridiculous that radio message was just then from Jeff.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
Because I fully went off the track, stopped and slowed and let people pass. And then he said to me, "Oh yeah, just so you know, that lap wasn't any good." Like, yeah, it's kind of obvious, surely. Like, whoa, there we go. Stop. Oh, oh my days. That was close. Just waiting for people to pass. Oh. That's what I meant. That's what I meant about the corners, like in second gear, having too much throttle. It's really easy to spin out. But granted, I was testing to see if I could take the apex with it. And no, the answer is no. Well, at least we learnt though when we didn't get any damage. Right? Yeah, no damage. Get in. He's going to say to me again, isn't he? That lap was no good, wasn't he? Oh, it's coming. Here comes annoyed Jeff. Here it is.
Okay then, that's the end of the program and plenty of useful data. Return to base when you can so we can go over it.
Okay, maybe not then. Right, let's return to the garage. Oof. Right, well, there's nothing really else we can do within 2 minutes. So, yeah. Yeah, Binoxus, let's review the data. Where's the data?
Quick look at the classification at the end of the session,
Right.
then here are your top 3. Joker, Giotto, and Ralph Boschard. That's it for practice then. We'll see you again soon.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. So my name isn't in the F1 game at all. So obviously I think they do it from like your last names and such. And obviously Amos is not going to be in there. I would kind of like if they put in first names there as well. So what I've done is I've changed my audio name to Joker because that's the only thing. That's the only one I could go with. There was also like Mechanic as well. And I was like, oh, it just seemed weird. So I thought, oh, I'll just go with Joker because I just didn't like it. Them kept being like, and on pole position is a Campos. It's like I'd like it to be something, hey, sort of thing. Right. So as we can see in the Delta over on the right hand side. Yeah. So it's our best time was 1:16. Time after that, yeah, a second or so clear of that. So we are going to advance and change the difficulty up to 73. There we go. Or should we just do it to 75? Sod it! 75. We're going in. We're doing it. We've done it now. Right. Here we go, 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 here we go. That car is filthy. Have my guys not cleaned it? Right. Let's just go straight out.
All complete. Mechanics, please stand clear. We're ready to go.
Yeah, Kurt, and on pole we have a Joker. I hope so. I hope that's what he says. See me now completely bottle it, I bet you. Don't spin. I'm gonna let him pass. This means I get the slipstream. Hey! Right, don't touch the apex, because then you spin. Ooh, just lost the steering there for a second. Whoa, that is bright. Come on. Don't want to be too close, obviously. Here we go, lads. Go to Merv, turn 1. Keeping with him. Ah, it's so bright. Oh, I can attack more there. Go on, slipstream. Yes, come on.
Fastest lap so far. Well done.
Very good. Nice. Okay, so we'll come into the pits and see how we do. I do need to do a bit more practice of like coming into the pits, just because, like, let's say for example in the race it might rain or something or what have you. It's also just good practice for the F1 game, because like we have yet to like do a race where we need to like come to change tires, and it's still like I don't really know how much you need to brake and like when you can put on your pit limiter and stuff like that. So yeah, we're coming into the pits. We'll see what our delta's like. But there were some corners I could attack more on. I need someone coming in. Oops.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Yeah, I still need to work that out, really. Oh, there we go. Oh dear. Gareth says, Matt, maybe try letting the car roll through the corners instead of braking and then acceleration straight away. Sure, I mean, I can do. I feel like I'm doing alright so far. Yeah, Curse, yeah, this is to the small list we have. Which that includes Joker. Hey Matt, how does someone as the engineer? How do you set someone as the engineer in the chat? Like Kerr has an icon next to his name. How do you set that? So it's actually to represent who's the moderator of the live chat, and I've made Kerr one of the moderators. Right, so let's have a quick look at our session info.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute.
Yeah, no worries, Gareth. I know. Right, so let's have a look. Oh. I think 75 then is probably a good one. Look at that. Look at the lap. Yeah, so look at the lap time. So there's only 4 tenths between me and our lovely lad Anthony Herbert. Okay. So I think we're on a good. I think we're on a good.
We're top of the speed trap. 181.7 miles per hour.
Jeff, shut up. So I think this is a good difficulty then. I think. And yeah, Anthony. What am I saying? Sorry. Yeah. I just realised I just got that wrong. Oh dear. Nico, in answer to your question, I have to manually set that. Okay, I think we're pretty good then. So, Antoine Hubert is yeah. Is he quickest in Sector 1? No. So Elise is fastest in Sector 1. By some margin, actually. By 3 tenths. But we're still quickest in Sector 2 and 3. Okay. This is interesting. This is interesting to see. Is anyone else still doing... Is anyone else out? No, everyone else is still in the garage. Okay, well, let's speed up some time. Ah, here we go. So, Kerr, here's a question for you. Oh, stop. There we go. Okay, cool. So Kerr, Scottish Racing Engineer, need your help on this one. When should we... So we want to obviously come out in the last few minutes of the... we want to come out in the last few minutes to try and capitalise on the laid down rubber and stuff.
There's a few cars out on track. Perhaps we should get out there before it gets busy.
Jeff, do you mind? I'm speaking to my engineer. So, Kerr, yeah. I think if we let everyone else go for a bit. But what time do you think we should go out? Obviously, bearing in mind the outlap and such.
If you find yourself getting understeer, then you're not getting enough grip from the front tyres. It could mean that the car isn't being allowed to lean on the tyre, possibly caused by a front suspension that's too stiff, or maybe the front wing isn't producing enough downforce.
I like how he's telling me this stuff, and he's like, no, you should know that. For fuck's sake. Kerr, I say about 5 minutes to go with clear tracks so that way we don't get stuck behind other cars. Okay. Gareth, we wouldn't say... We can't do 2 minutes 45 because that's... if we say 2 minutes 45, then we won't have enough time to do our outlap and also to get out of the actual garage itself. Right, so let's go to 5 minutes then. Oh, it's getting clearer. There we go. Right. I think we're good to go. Clear track. Let's do it. Yes!
Let's go.
If you think about it, I'm kind of like Vettel with Ferrari with this team, because it seems like I'm having to decide everything. Has anyone else responded to that? Coming out the carriages? No, no one has. Interesting. Woo! Let's go! Speed, I am speed. Ka-chow! Ka-chow! Come on. We've got this. Look at all that lovely rubber on the ground for us. We've got enough time. Yeah, we've got 3 minutes so we can get at least, hopefully 2 laps in maybe, just before the checkered flag. God, it's so bright on this section of track. Hard to see the corner. Copycat. Here we go. Speed, I am speed. Still wasn't happy with that first corner. I feel like I'm just getting on the power a bit too late. Oh, a bit too slow. Come on, Matt. Oh, I lost so much time there. I can see a few questions are coming in, but obviously I can't really answer it at the moment. So yeah, just hold off until I've finished doing these. Right, we'll go straight into another one. Damn. Ah, wasn't fastest in that sector, but we are quickest though. Has anyone else come out? I'm not going for another lap, but like, has no one else come out? Oh yeah, they're all on their out laps.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Woo! Oh, thanks, Kerr. Obviously, there's some people in their flying laps at the moment. let's have a see when we get back into the pits where we've come. But yeah, currently at the moment, pole position. Right. Well, obviously, there's still people out on track. Oof, I'm slowly getting used to it. I'm slowly getting used to the F2 cars. Oh, someone's just come in. Oh.
As we wind down from the excitement
of hey!
Your top three. Joker.
Nice.
Nobuharu Matsushita. Goodbye
a Joker.
now, then, but we really are just getting started.
Wow.
Make sure you join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
So literally coming out on that last on those last few laps was literally a second quicker because of that rubber. Wow. Oof. I mean, literally, it was all about the rubber, though. That's the thing. So, like, me and Antoine, like, when I first came out, we almost had the same lap times by only, like, a couple of tenths difference. So. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Yeah, there we go. So with that in mind, Kerr, do we up the difficulty? That is the question. Nico says, hey Matt, what traction control do you use? I can't remember what it is. I don't have it off, because I'm still getting used to it. I can have a look though if we do change the difficulty. But Kerr, do you think we should up the difficulty now that we are basically second clear? Obviously that doesn't go for race pace, but that is interesting though. Oof. Alex says, on what driver academy are you? I don't think I am. Cars 101 says, unranked lobbery. No. I just, yeah, I haven't done that much in the normal F1 stuff. That's why we're going through the F2 stuff at the moment. Yeah, Kerr, what's your thoughts about the difficulty? Because I think, yeah, maybe if we upped it to maybe 77? Maybe? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully Kerr's still here. Oh. But we'll advance now. And then, okay. So, someone asked about, what is it? So yeah, traction control on medium. Yeah, racing line, only on corners. And yeah, 2D. Yeah, the 3D one looks awful. Kerr, hello, mate. Discussion. So, yeah, second lap quicker than anyone else. Do we increase the driver difficulty maybe to 77? Do you think? If we were about a second clear? Now, granted, we only got a second clear in the last few laps, but do you think we should up the difficulty a bit more? Okay, that's a good shout. That's a good shout. That's why Kerr is the race engineer. Because, yeah, everyone, don't forget, we still got a second race to go. We still got the second race to go. All right, cool. Yeah. Oh, we'll do 61. Why not? Yeah, why not? Why not? It's just one extra. It's one extra. And then we'll see how it goes. And then in the final race, then we can upgrade it a bit more. Because obviously then we're going to be fighting through the pack if we win it or something like that. So, Oof. Oh. Oh dear. We're doing good though. We're doing good.
It's race day here at Spielberg, and the drivers are making their final preparations down on the grid before lights out. Look around, it's a spectacular setting, and I'm sure today's race will do it justice.
Yay, no rain.
So Spielberg is one of the shortest laps on the F2 calendar, just 10 corners, 7 right and 3 left. Look out for the uphill braking zone into turn 3. That represents one of the better opportunities to overtake. Also turn 4 straight afterwards, and then the next one being all the way back round to turn 1.
Oh, I do love Alex jokes.
As usual, I'm joined by our good friend Davide Valsecchi as we soak up the dramatic scenery. Do you think the drama will continue onto the track today, Davide?
Ciao, Alex. I think we can guarantee that. Austria has always been a track that encourages the driver to overtake and attack.
Hey, Matt Gallagher.
Low grip surface. The drivers out there today
Doing his reporting duties for WTF1.
Tiny mistakes don't end up hurting them later in the race.
As we're now moments away from the off, let's take a look at the grid order.
Is he going to say it?
Start today's race. Joker lines up on pole.
Joker lines up, brilliant.
Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Matsushita, Boccolacci, Mick Schumacher, and
Where's our teammate come? 7th. Okay, not too bad.
Sergio Sette Camara, Ilott, Mazepin, Sean Galea, and Raghunathan, De Vries, Joe, Calderon, and Ralph Boschart, Latifi, and Louis Delatraz starts from the back of the grid.
Wow.
Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Copy that. I don't know who any of these guys are around on my car. Who are you? And who are you? Right. Nico, Matt, can I send a post of you of a Joker face and send it to you on Instagram? Yeah, or on Twitter. Twitter's probably better, I would say. Just again, because then I can retweet it and then be quite funny. Where Matt? Do you mean where am I? Oh, where is Matt Gallagher? I see. Car setup. Yeah, looks good for weather. Nice. Right. Let's hopefully not get crashed into on our formation lap, because that's happened before. And that was stupid.
We're not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice start. Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want to bog down.
Look at that mist. Why is it so misty? I swear it's only misty in like the mornings because of the cold temperature. Oh, well done, Matt. You completely missed the corner there. Yeah, copy that code with weather. Oh, can you imagine if it did start to rain? We have not done any practice or any race so far with the rain. So Blue Hyper just raised a good question actually about the starts. Now, obviously, we can run wide into the runoff, but this is the thing, right? Okay, it's taken over. So, we normally lose at like 2 spots in the beginning of the race because F2 starts are you just can't really work them that well. No matter what you do, no matter what RPM or whatever it is, you always tend to lose a couple spots. So do we then want to stick to the racing line, or do we want to maybe utilize the bit of the runoff, because we won't get a penalty on the first lap, I believe, for that? You do lose a lot of time when you go wide at turn 1. Okay. Well, let's just see how we go, I guess.
lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid has formed.
Wish me luck, everyone. Speed, I am speed. Ka-chow! Ka-chow, here we go. Oh, it's getting darker. Oh, God damn it. Oh, he backed out of that. Whew. Okay, good, good, good. It's not... The weather doesn't look good, though.
Alright, we're looking good so far.
Nice. What? Did someone go into my rear wing? What does that mean? What does that mean? Can anyone help? Kerr? What does that mean? One sec. Did someone go into the back of it? One sec, I'll look at the chat now. No DRS. Okay. DRS failure. Oh, thank God. I thought someone went... I thought... Yeah, because I didn't feel anyone go into the back of me. Luckily, we're in front, so we're not needing it at the moment. Obviously, we won't be able to have it, but... Okay, no DRS. Okay, okay. Let's keep the momentum going. I'm not breaking away as much as I would like to, which is kind of a good sign. We're slowly getting to our right difficulty level. I would also say as well, I've done, like... Obviously, I've driven around this track loads of times in Gran Turismo. So I do feel like that actually does help out quite a lot going around here. In terms of like just knowing the sequence of corners and such. So far, so good. Get out of DRS range and you can manage that from there. Copy Kurt.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
And DRS is now enabled. Right. Oh, God, that sun!
You're pulling out a second a lap on the car behind.
Cool. By the way, thank you everyone for tuning in. Hope you are enjoying the stream. If you are, make sure to click the like button down below. Oh, come on. But yeah, I do appreciate every one of you tuning in on your Tuesday evenings or mornings, depending where you are in the world. Because we might be on for another win here, but I don't want to jinx it straight away. Also, it might sometimes sound like I'm straining my voice a little bit, because that's obviously because the force feedback in my wheel. It's quite hard, so I'm really having to sort of do a bit of a workout on it, because I have the Fanatec CSL Elite for the PlayStation 4, and I've turned the force feedback basically to its max, as it were. So luckily it's not like a direct drive wheel, where obviously if it was like 100% force feedback, then I'd be like, you see those videos online and such, whereas this one here, you can manage it. Oh dear. Oh, a bit slow there. Come on, Matt. Alex says, who is your favourite driver from F2 2020? Just give me a second. And 2019. That is a good question. from 2019, I would probably say I do quite like Nick de Vries, but I'm slightly biased that obviously he's now racing in Formula E, and in Berlin I was hosting the post-race press conferences, and so it was really nice to chat to him all those times. So I would say him, because also he's just a really just fun, genuine guy, and he's a really good racer as well. In 2020, I do quite like Dan Ticktum, just because he gets so angry on his team radio, and like he's a great racer, and he's really passionate. That's why he gets so passionate on his team radio and such. But I think like if he's wanting to progress up a little bit, he's gonna have to slightly mature a little bit with his radio messages, because like I don't think we've ever had anything like sort of that colourful in F1 for quite a while. I mean, you hear the every now and then of like the driver complaining about their tyres or swearing or whatnot, but like you just know in every race with Dan, he's just going to be angry at someone or something, and yeah, he just also just needs to be careful of some of the things he says, like saying that he's going to deliberately crash out someone. So I think it's more just for Dan, because it's like just because I think it's more the entertainment value I'm getting, I think, from it. But actually, in all fairness, no, my actual favourite is Jack Aiken. It has to be, absolutely. Such a lovely guy. Like, I've never met him. I hope I do one day. But yeah, Jack Aiken, he's just absolutely incredible. I mean, that's the whole reason why I went for Campos Racing with this team, because I wanted to be paired with him, and accidentally it made me swap him out. I didn't have a choice. It swapped Jack out instead of the other guy. But yeah. Right, so far we seem to be doing all right. We are breaking away. That sun, it's so bright. It's really hard to see your sort of turn-in point. Alex says, did you hear Leclerc's radio in Spa? I did indeed, yeah. Part of me thinks, right, so basically for those who don't know, because Leclerc had to like have a longer pit stop, he was very frustrated about it, because they had to like add some air fuel or something like that into the intake or whatever it was, and it took longer than needed. And obviously as soon as he came out, reportedly he left his team radio on and started swearing in French, like, oh, for fuck's sake, sort of thing, but in like, they have their own sort of sayings for it, as it were. And then the engineer to remind him, oh, your team radio is still on, sort of thing. And then he was like, oh yeah, sorry, oh that was awkward, wasn't it, sort of thing. And I think he purposely left it on so that he could show his frustration, to be like, that I want them to know how frustrating this is for me. Because when he was like, well, that was awkward, sort of thing, it didn't sound like, there didn't sound like any like, oh, sorry, sort of thing. Like, it was very much like a, oh, well, that's awkward, sort of thing. Like, it didn't sound that genuine to me. So I wonder if he actually left it on purpose, you know? That's my theory on it. But obviously, every driver gets frustrated when you're behind the wheel. You know, like, there's so many people who can get animated behind the wheel.
We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
Nice. And yeah, every driver can get animated behind the wheel, and so they can all show their frustrations. Ooh, that was close. They show their frustrations a different way, either that's banging on the wheel or like shouting or swearing, anything like that. And like, I used to be quite animated when I got upset as well. Like, I used to do the thing of where, I mean, obviously when I'm on here on streams and such, I'm talking to you guys constantly, so it's, if I am annoyed, I do kind of need to show that, because otherwise you're just watching me do this. And there's like no point for the microphone, you know? So anything, like any reactions I do have, I do just openly say what they are. But in real life racing, like if I'm doing go-karting or anything, I used to be like, ah, sort of say that quite a lot. Whoa, almost. Matt, come on, pay attention. I used to go, ah, sort of thing, and I always wave my hand. But then, like, next year I'm hoping to go into Club 100 karting, and they have hand signals for like letting people pass, or like instructing them like, let's, rather than fighting between us, let's bunch up to the group ahead. And it's all very new to me, and to do all of that stuff, you're kind of needing to like keep your hands on the wheels and not show like testiculation or whatever the word is called, like, of showing, of waving your hands around in frustration, which also you just shouldn't really do anyway, because it means you've let go of the wheel and you could lose control of like your car or go-kart or whatever it could be. And so I've had to like sort of try to like learn to rein it in a wee bit, but I'm not normally that angry when I drive though. So, but I think we've done all right here, guys. On the we're on the penultimate lap. Now coming on to the last one, and we've got a good 7 second, almost 8 seconds gap.
This is your final lap of the race.
I'm just going to take it really easy into this corner, just because I don't want it to like spin out. I just don't want it to spin out. Nice and gently. There we go. There we go, lads. Oh, I'm running out of fuel. Oh. There we go, boys. That's 3 races in a row now. Come on. Ka-chow. Woohoo!
You've done everything we wanted today.
Ka-chow! Get in there!
So another fantastic victory for Campos today. And Davide Valsecchi, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this?
Get in there! Come on!
Down to one thing: consistent pace over everyone else out there on the track. We could spend a great deal of time talking about race and tire strategy. What is so cool on the track?
Oh, Campos 1-3. Oh, nice one.
Was down to simply being faster on track than everyone else. Amazing skill on show.
It's time to present the top drivers with their trophies for today's race.
Yes, come on.
A lot of people in the paddock very happy.
Team podium.
It's Campos on the top step.
Yes. Carl says, why don't you do an F1 unranked lobby? Didn't you ask that question earlier and I answered it? I swear. Basically because we're going through the F2 season and then we're going to go into the F1 season because, yeah. Oh, right. Let's have a look at the standings.
It's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. The lead at the top has come down after a poor result for our points leader. And so, driver of the day then, Davide Valsecchi, who do you think you'd go for?
Alex, I go for Antoine Hubert. The other driver, he was spectacular today. What an overtake! Fantastic.
Onto the team.
Oh.
Campos move to the top of the table.
Oh, hello.
The weekend allows them to continue their march up the table.
The
Look who's now
official driver of the day also
second.
did a fantastic job. I
Hey.
have to vote with my heart, and today I have to go in a different direction.
After all this drama,
Nice.
you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you there. Take care.
Campos, number 1. Gets in there. Brilliant. Right, we're now second in the championship. Only 9 behind. Wow. So, with that, Kerr, do we up the difficulty again? Obviously, we will be starting P8 this time, but do we up the difficulty once more? As you can see, there's a 5-second gap at the moment. Do we go to 78? Because I don't think I don't think doing one single bit of difficulty will massively, dramatically change anything. But I think 78 might make it a bit more competitive. Kerr, what do you think? I ain't going to 80. I'm not jumping that high yet. I say let's see how the second race goes. We can tell if it's right or if it needs upping. I think we should up it at least once more, I think. Because I think originally we were going to say, what if we advance it first? So yeah, originally we said we'd see how that race goes, and then we were going to up it to 77. But then I changed it to 76. So let's go to 77. I'm interested to see what 78 is. Also because it's a little bit like when you do like a volume on your TV. Everyone normally goes to like the even number, not the odd number. And I don't know why, but 77 is just giving me a bit of like a, no, just go to 78. Let's go 78. It's only going to be a short race anyway. Ethan says, hello, love your vids and especially your color scheme. Oh, brilliant. Green is my favorite. How did you get the green visor for your helmets? I have a bell as well and I can't find one. Literally, mate, so what you just do is search your make of your bell helmet and then just search visors. And then there is certain ones I do. So mine is, it's not fully green. It's blue/green. Obviously, I would love to have a full green one. Yeah, mine is a blue-green one. So if you just search, if you go onto the Bell Racing website, they'll tell you what visors it can support. And then it'll be onto there. Octave Gamer says, Xbox or PC? Neither. It is the PlayStation 4 Pro. Right, let's go 78. Cool. Kerr's in agreement. Very nice. And let's see how we go. So obviously we'll be starting P8. So I believe that will be on the right-hand side of the grid. So we're going to have the inside line. So it could get a bit messy. We'll see how we go. Can we make it 4 in a row? Oh no!
Here we are, back after yesterday's
Oh no, it's happening!
Sprint. The top 8 from yesterday have been reversed for the grid down below, and we're almost ready to start.
Guys, it's finally happened. It's finally happened. We've made it this far.
Today, I'm delighted to welcome back to the commentary box the 2012 GP2 champion Davide Valsecchi.
Oh no, it's finally happened. Yeah, Gareth said it perfect. This was not the time to go to 78.
My advice, take care, look after them.
Oh man.
But don't be afraid to push when you see an opportunity. Using the
yeah, Kerr, you're right. I'm surprised it took us this while to get to a wet race. I'm surprised it hasn't happened sooner, but oh man.
Jeff here, radio check. Check, can you hear me? Okay, we had a fantastic result at the last race. Let's try it again here.
Oh, man. Oh, my heart rate is now jumped up massively. If we can keep it in the top 10, I'll be surprised. Honestly. Oh, man. Okay. Well. Do I recognize you? No, don't know who you are. Oh, Ben's filming us. Hey, Matt's back. There we go. Hello, mate. And Ben is filming us. Alright, it's a bit of comfort that I've got people I know around me. Let's see how this formation lap goes. And just try to get a feel for it. Oh, dear. My only real knowledge of it is basically... you should always be a gear higher.
Right,
oh, slidey, slidey.
On this lap. We're learning the gears, so go through them all if you can.
And obviously keep it off the paint. Oh, man. It's very slidey. Oh! It's slidey. I reckon I have to do this in third, this corner here. Just only have no wheel spin. Whoa! You still get some. Yeah, any advice would be massively appreciated. I am bricking it. Matt, try to keep the tyres cool as you can. Tyres tend to overheat, so will especially spinners out. Okay. Stay off the rubber line. Okay. It's kind of hard around here. That's the only thing. I'll try my best. I've just seen a lovely message from my sweetheart saying, "Don't be shit." Thanks, sweetie. Why are we in a car? Yeah, thanks, love, for that. Kurt, don't floor it when you exit corners. Alright, copy that. Advice, watch throttle, watch for longer braking zones. Use normal gears for turn in, but one for higher exit. Okay. Oh, fuck. Did I say that, Blue Hyper? Why are we in a car?
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
Alright, here we go. Wish me luck, everyone. What the? Whoa, what is that? What is he? That was a send. Oh. Almost spun out. Damn it. Cannot see a thing. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Turn, turn, turn.
You've been awarded a time penalty for that last incident.
Fair. God damn it. Come on, we need to... Oh man, it's so skiddy.
Don't worry about the start. We can still get a good result here.
Come on, let's Let's try and learn the best as much as we can. Right, so just trying to learn. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so you've got straight lines to get it right. Okay. Come on! Woo! Not doing too great so far, but I mean, zero practice in the wet. What can you expect? Just keep having to catch it. Come on. I feel like I'm being overly cautious at the moment, but I do just keep going. Snap! Oversteer. Almost went into the back of him. Yeah, Callum Ilott on that first lap just absolutely sent it. Rubbish. Oh, so I still need to take that corner in second then. Come on. There we go. Oh, he's going into the pits. Why is he going into the pits? Why is he going to the pits? Wait, there's a few people going into the pits. Why are people going into the pits? Well, we're now in the points, but I don't understand why people have gone into the pits. Do they have damage or something?
It looks like we'll be running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly.
Ooh. Can't be anytime soon. It's still pissing it down. Defend slightly. Whoa! Almost spun out. Well, we're definitely not going to get fastest lap. Oh, sorry.
The car behind is dropping back.
Damn it.
3/10 a lap.
tried going not on the rubber and that didn't work. Remember when Jeff said, oh yeah, the track's going to be dry soon? On. Forgot to upshift. Fuck. Sorry. Shit. Oh, god damn it. I just couldn't get it stopped. I just couldn't get the car stopped at all, whatsoever. Yeah, no front wing. And then, yeah, once I was attached to Nicholas, I was just, yeah. Oh, god damn it. It's so annoying. Come on, turn. Well, it looks like it's going to be P14, lads. It's probably going to be less, actually, because of our 2-second time penalty. Oh, dear.
Race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
11th.
No! I'm sorry. I am stupid. Fuck!
Ah.
Brilliant stuff from you, Virtuosi, today. That's another.
That was so hard.
So, Davide, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack?
Yeah. Just no practice whatsoever. It just makes it so hard to do.
But races like this really drive home how much of a team sport this is. They did a lot of work on the...
And as the adrenaline dies down after another eventful race, here come our top three out onto the podium.
Oh dear. Cars 101, the offer is still on. What was the offer? Yeah, literally, I didn't look at the chat once during the race, just purely because, like, I just needed so much concentration. I was trying to short shift, and because I kept losing traction, and like,
here's
yeah.
how things look in the driver's table. Now then, Davide Valsecchi, who would you say was your driver of the day?
I pick Ralph Bouchon because he was just better than everyone else in the last few laps of the race. He made the difference.
And now a look at the team stat. We saw a dip in form from the championship leaders today.
Tenner if
Their
you
lead
finish
has
in the
taken a
points.
significant
Oh, come on.
blow. It was also a strong race from Trident this weekend.
Maybe, yeah,
Fantastic
if I
work
was,
from the
if it
Italian
wasn't
team to
raining,
move
yeah,
themselves
but I didn't have
further
any
up the
practice
table.
whatsoever.
And after all that excitement, I think it's time
Yeah,
for a
so
lie
fastest
down.
at 1
Thanks
minute
for joining us,
26,
and we'll see you when Formula 2
.3, and mine, yeah, 1 minute 27, so yeah, almost a second slower. But, I mean, I had zero practice whatsoever, so, yeah. But that is everything, I think, for today. Well, that is the last race of Austria, so, so there we go, lads. Thank you very much for tuning. Oh, the standings. Sorry, my fault. Yes. Sorry, Brinox. Completely forgot about the standings. So I'm still second in the championship. Nothing's really changed, I don't think. Yeah, Campos is still leading. I think Antoine and Juan Manuel have moved up. Yes, they have. So there we go. So still in a good position. We've still got a few more races to go. Still winning the team's championship at the moment. So not doing too badly. Not doing too badly at all. Oh, but yeah, I think that's everything for tonight, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy the stream, make sure to click the like button down below. Massively helps out everyone just coming in and watching it. If you haven't seen it, I uploaded a new video last week where I check out Daytona Milton Keynes, where all the local F1 drivers go to, because it's only like a 30-minute drive from Silverstone. So yeah, so thank you very much for watching. There will be a new video out this week. For those who don't know, I made the 70th anniversary British Grand Prix highlights, and I wanted a memento from it, and so I ordered an official program from 1950 from an auction, and well, let me go grab it for you 1 second. Oh, literally, I can show it for you. 1 second. 1 second. Hold on. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. Right. And I'm back. Oh. So. Oh, Cars 101 says I'll next time I'll offer you the £10 as well. Okay, I'll hold you to that. No, I won't read it. I'm just kidding. So in here, I ordered this. Right. Yeah, the podium robot is now a coffee table. Yeah. So this here, right? This is what I got from an auction, and it is an official, original official 1950 race program for the first ever Formula 1 race of the British Grand Prix, also known as the Grand Prix de Europe. And so what I ordered was inside was this, which is the official program. So inside of here, every time I open it, you can just smell how old it is as well. So this is the official program, and you know, like on the back it's got the old advertising, and inside, you know, it's got the details about like the drivers, you know, like it's got track information. It's even got lap charts sections. I'll hold it closer so you can see. So here, people who were there on the day could keep track of who was racing where, because obviously they didn't have any timing boards or anything. And so I wanted this as a nice, like, sort of like momentum from, like, because I spent like 5 months on the video, and I wanted something that was really nice. And so I did originally, and Kerr says it would be nice, handy for the handle highlights. Funny enough, that's how I first came on to looking to try and find one of these, because there was one going on eBay, which inside had like the lap charts and stuff like that. But unfortunately, it sold, and it was for quite a lot of money. So I kept a Google alert on for any others that would pop up, and one came up in an auction. Luckily, I was highest bidder, and I got it. But what the auction house didn't mention, though, and this is the interesting thing, which is what the video is all about, which I've made recently, what I'm currently editing it at the moment, is that it came in this, which is an official Teams booklet, which wasn't for public distribution or anything. So this is from one of the race teams there. And inside, the only thing they got inside, basically, is it's got like an old, like, I don't know if you guys can see that very well. It's got like an old track maps of like what the Silverstone layout used to be, which is really cool because it's not publicly available online. But then here, this is the official 1950 rules and regulations for the teams. So this here told teams what they can and can't do for the first ever Formula 1 race. And it's incredible. Like, So inside, you've got stuff like this, where it tells you literally how much money you'll make when you win a race. It tells you what you can and can't do on your car, and it's so fascinating. And so what I've done is I've made a video. Well, filmed the video yesterday. I'm editing it at the moment. And effectively, what the video is going to be looking over the rulebook of like what those were, and also it's very open about like how much it costs to enter into a race, how much prize money you get, what the insurance is, how much a fine would cost exactly, and then using inflation, how much that would cost nowadays, and if we use the same rulebook nowadays, how much it would cost these days. So it's going to be really interesting to see. And also there's some rules in there which I really like. Like one, for example, where it advises about using a helmet. It doesn't say you have to. It says it just advises you to, which I thought was really fascinating. But yeah, so that's all going to come out later on this week. There's other videos on my YouTube channel. Like I just posted one about Daytona and Milton Keys, all about go-karting. But yeah, thanks very much, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, make sure to click the like button down below. Thanks very much for tuning in. Remember, I stream every Tuesday at 8 PM. So thanks very much for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye.